Alma mater, hall of knowledge, how we love your name. Standing through long years of service, ever gaining fame. Old Peabody, now and ever. Mr. Scratch once again with Tales from the Graveyard. It finally got cool enough around here for me to appear again. So we're beginning this series with Gentry R. McGee, born in 1840 in I love this name, Ebenezer, Mississippi. He lived there until he was about 10 years old. He began school about 800 yards away from his home. While he was there, he and his parents had a plantation, but not very many slaves, and that will be something we'll mention again later. When he was 10, both of his parents died, and so he moved to Tennessee. Now here, our records start getting a little fuzzy, shall we say. We know that he attended school here in Trenton, partly at the Andrews College, but then he was also attending school at a place called Miller's Chapel in Dyer County, Tennessee. Now, during the war between the states, Mr. McGee, of course, joined the Confederate Army, as anyone would. Now, his uncle that he worked for had no slaves. He and his uncle worked hard on the fields and on the farm. During the war, he managed to work his way up to quartermaster sergeant. When the war was ended, he was stranded in Mississippi. He tried to get someone to allow him to board a train in Mississippi, but the Union Army commander in charge refused. However, there was somebody on the train who overheard Gentry pleading for a trip up to Dyer County and snuck him on board the train. Once he got there, he worked as a clerk for the Miller's Chapel General Store. He began teaching at the Miller Chapel School. If you try to locate Miller Chapels today, good luck. There's nothing left of it. Eventually, he moved back to Trenton, where he became a professor in the Andrews College. However, because of the war, there were not enough students coming to pay to go to school there, and the school closed. Mr. McGee, as pointed out here, was the founder of the Peabody High School. He applied for a grant from the Peabody Fund for Southern schools and was able to buy the old Andrews College building and hire many of the old teachers, so that Peabody High School was up to the high standards of the old private college, which of course was just another word for high school education. He left Trenton after a while and became superintendent of the Jackson City Schools. One of his greatest achievements, as far as the state of Tennessee was to write the first fairly accurate, fairly represented, highly researched history of the state of Tennessee. Now, one of the things that was quoted in an article in a Dyer County paper about McGee is he took great adverse to any insinuation from northern people that southern white men did not work before the war. This because of the fact that he and his uncle were very hard workers. Now, McGee continued Peabody High School and probably all of his educational time. He was superintendent, as I said, in Jackson, under the same strict tutelage as the Andrews College great professor Reverend Matt Marshall. After all this time, I've forgotten Matt Marshall's full name. But anyway, we've done a story on him before. He and his wife would, on special occasions, carry the students up to the top of the Peabody Hill and have a rather nice picnic for them, especially like on the 4th of July. So, we thank the McGees for what they contributed, and we also want to thank Mr. Fred Culp, who found the monument in great disrepair and got the Peabody Student Council to do renovation work on it from the years 1966, I get my years mixed up, to 1967. And also to Berlin Holman and Benny Scribner, who had a walk through history one time, with this being part of the tour, and Mr. Culp playing the part of Professor McGee. Until we meet again.